Hello everybody, welcome to TriKdanG channel, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this paper airplane. First of all, you need a piece of your selected size paper. You also need a paper tape and a pair of scissors. If you don't have a paper tape, you can use any type of tape. Now, let's fold the paper in half this way. Make sure that all edges are lined up, so I will start and do it slowly. Now, press the paper down to create the center crease. Press it down, then unfold the paper. After you unfold the paper, let's start from this upper edge, fold to the side. Let's fold it to create one more crease. Press the paper down. Repeat the same fold for the other side. Before you do so, make sure that all edges are matched perfectly. You may need to adjust it a little bit like I'm doing right now. After you finish one fold, repeat the next fold. This is very important that you match all edges perfectly. Press the paper down. After you finish the fold, let's unfold the paper. Now I will flip the paper over and start from the upper edge, fold down. Use the intersection of all creases as a reference. And I press the paper down to create one more crease. Next step, I flip the paper over again, flatten it down to see if all edges are matched perfectly. Then I start from the side, matches to the center crease. I will adjust it a little bit because there's a mismatch. So adjust it until everything matches and press the paper down to create a house shape. Now you have a house shape paper. That is okay. If it's not matched perfect, just fix it. Now I will show you the next step. Let's place the paper like this and start from the upper layer, for it to the center crease. Once you finish the right side, repeat the same fold for the left side. Press the paper down as well. That's look perfect for now. Let's flip the paper over and fold this triangle shape down. This is very important that you fold slowly, because if you fold so fast, you make a mistake. So this is very important. You fold one more step to make the head strong. We need to have a strong head so that the plane can fly. If the head is not strong enough, the plane will not fly well. So we need to increase that part, and now it is quite difficult for us to fold. Next step, let's curve the paper to make a round shape. We try to make a cylinder, so curve it. Now continue curve the paper until you can match both edges of the paper together. Now this is quite difficult because the paper is quite thick, but we still need to make a cylinder, so curve it first. We need to have the preference so that we can tape the paper together. So adjust the paper as much as you can. Now, like take a piece of paper tape and we use it. We need a pair of scissors to cut it so that the tape looks nice. Now let's cut a piece of the paper tape and let's tape the paper together. Alright, so it's quite tricky to do so. I will show you guys how I do it, how struggling I suffer. So when you do it, you can learn and improve for yourself. This may be very difficult at first, but when you get used to it, this will be very easy. So you can do either way you want. So we just try to tape it first, and I'll show you the mistake that I make as well. See, if I tape the paper this way, this will not work. So let's move on. Let's see how it's going to be now. You try to move it, you try to tape it, it's not working. So what can you do? Let's try over. Let me take it out, and then I will tape it again, and I'll show you guys why we can do it the other way better. Now we do it, it doesn't work. Let's pull it out. Very simple. Just take it out, down, tap it that way. because if you tap it that way, it's a time wasting. Alright, so just make sure that you mash the paper like this. Make sure that it's placed nicely, and then cut the tab. And now let's tap it. Hold the paper this way will be much easier to hold and much easier for you to tap as well. So I will start from this side first, and I will tap it now. Yes, once again. Let me move it closer, closer to camera so you can see it clearly. Yeah, I fold the upper part of the paper to a side, the elevators, the stabilizers to a side, and then I hold the paper all together and will tap it. You can see how I hold it, and now I will tap it all together. Here we go. So I just finished one side. I repeat the same fold for the other side. Okay, so just hold it that way and repeat the same fold for the other side. Fold the stabilizers to a side first before you fold it. This will be much easier. So let's do now. Yes, now it looks much better. Before I actually tap it to stabilize it, I need to adjust the paper first. When I adjust the paper, I see this look like a cylinder. I put it down, get another piece of paper, another paper tap, and then just tap the bottom first. Look, I tried to tap it, but I didn't tap it correctly. That's why the piece of paper doesn't stay very well. So I adjusted. I tap it this way. And now you see that it's already stable. Now we need to decorate. We need to make it balanced. Otherwise the plan looks very ugly, right? So we tap the other sides of the bottom of the paper as well, so that it looks like it's a design. And then I'll tap the other part as well. Once I finish both sides on the bottom, I will tap the top one as well to ensure that it will not get broken. Alright, so let's do it one more time. Cut a piece of paper tape and tap it. Two things, we need to keep the paper balanced for both sides. Second thing, we want to keep it stay firm and strong. So just tap it anyways. You see the rabbit ears? This is a very nice part of the paper. It will help the plan not to spin around when you throw it. And keep in mind that, guys, this is not a long distance paper airplane, so when you throw the plane, don't expect it to fly very far. But if you throw it from a top of a building, you will surprise that the plane will fly for a long distance, because it will fly along with the wing. So don't forget to like the video, share the tutorial with your friends, and subscribe my channel. Check it out now, guys. Check out this paper airplane. Let me throw it up and to see how far it can fly. Okay. Wow, not bad. Let's try again. See, this one is quite tricky to fly. Of course, it's not a long distance plane, but it does fly. That's a cool thing about this one. Let me throw it again. Wow, not bad. Let's try one more time. This time I throw it higher. Ugh.